Mackenzie. Welcome back to Mac School Prep TV. Today what we're really going to be doing is kind of expanding upon a little bit of the information that I shared with you in my previous video. So if you have not watched that video, then I encourage you to go back, look at my very first post, and then come back and look at this one. So if you were one of the people that did watch the previous video, the phrase that I kind of want to pick up on is I mentioned that with Mac School Prep, I'm really going to be taking you step by step from A to Z, giving you all the resources, giving you all the tools that you need to thrive in an academic setting. And so in this video, what I'm going to be doing is talking to you about what I meant by A and what I meant by Z, and also just discussing all the letters in between, kind of giving you a really broad overview of all the content that I'm going to be sharing via Mac School Prep. So without further ado, the first thing that I want to mention is that the content that I'm going to be sharing with you over the course of this entire channel is going to be broken up into 7 subsections, and that's kind of cool because 7 is my favorite number, so it just kind of worked out, right? So section 1 of the content is going to fall under putting your best foot forward. And so what I mean by that is putting your best foot forward via discovering who you are as an individual, what makes you unique. So that means, really looking internally and exploring your likes, your dislikes, your assets, your downfalls, looking at your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, really getting familiar with who you are as a person, right? Also, understanding what it means to be a student and all the expectations that come with that title, right? Putting your best foot forward by stepping out of your comfort zone, by being mentally tough, by working hard even when you are talented at something, right? So, continuing to have a really strong work ethic even if you're really good at something. Knowing how to both motivate yourself and then also discipline yourself, right? Kind of that, yin-yang duo thing. And then also familiarizing yourself with how to leverage technology. So those are all the array of content, the array of topics that are going to fall under putting your best foot forward, which is section 1. Subsection 2 is going to be breaking down what it means to study, what it means to learn, and basically all the steps, all of the, everything involved with those two processes, studying and learning. And, what I mean by everything involved with those two processes, I'm talking about time management, I'm talking about how to take notes, I'm talking about staying organized by using schedules, and I'm also talking about holding yourself accountable. Section 3 would be introducing really important academic resources that are going to enable you to really succeed with flying colors on everything from, some little pop quiz that you're surprised with to actually really, really big exams like standardized tests like the SAT, AP exams, ACT, really big things like that, right? Section 4 is going to be building relationships with people. And so that includes everything from your best buddy who you go out and you kick it with, your study buddies, the people that you work in groups with, your teachers, your mentors, counselors, everything. So actually building and forming connections with people. Section 5 is going to be really exploring the value of effective communication, which is, it can be via email, via text, via phone, actually in person, via video calls. So we're really going to be exploring the value of being able to communicate effectively via all those different forums so that you can really ensure that you're exuding both confidence and professionalism at all times. Really important things. Section 6 is going to be we're going to be talking about developing a really solid resume that not only ensures that your GPA, your grade point average, is on point, no pun intended, because on point, grade point, and just not only ensuring that you are being successful in school and you have a high GPA, but then also ensuring that you are a well-rounded individual who is doing, engaging in activities that allow you to pursue your passions, right? So making sure that you're not just all school, but then, you have that extra dimension that makes you well-rounded. And then finally, Basically, Section 7 is going to be really exploring and navigating the college application process, which is daunting. Yes, when you say college, it's like, shudder, but it's actually not that bad. And so we're just going to be, it's not going to be that bad because I'm going to break it down step by step, A to Z, giving you everything, all the information that you need to know to make sure that the college application process is as easy as possible for you. Now that we've kind of expanded upon the broad overview of the content that I'm going to be covering, I also want to talk about how I want you to consume the information that I'm going to be sharing with you via Max School Prep, just so that you get the most bang for your buck, just so that you reap the most benefit, right? So the first thing is I want to encourage you to watch all of my videos during a time and in a space when you can fully and completely devote your attention to the video, to the content that I'm sharing, right? So, during a time and in a space when you're free of distractions, you're not trying to multitask, because I want to set you up put you in a position where you can fully absorb the information that I'm saying and fully process it and fully have the chance to just soak it all in, right? The other thing that I want to say is don't be afraid to watch videos more than once or to pause videos and come back at a later time, right? I'm going to get into some pretty heavy stuff where, it might be overwhelming. And even though I am going to try to make sure that I go into all the nitty gritty and all the details to make it less overwhelming, sometimes the topic is just a lot to process, a lot to try to take in. And so pausing it and coming back at a later time might be something that works for you, and there is no shame in that game. There is no shame in watching the video another time, because at the end of the day, this is about you getting the most out of this information and making sure that you fully understand everything that I'm saying. And so by rewatching videos and by, maybe pausing it and coming back and rewatching, watching the next part at a different time, that is going to ensure that you not only get the big picture, but then you also get those tiny important details that people might not think are, important, but they really are, right? So, the other thing that I want to say is, this might go without saying, might not, I don't know, but go in order of my posting. So I have a specific order that I'm, presenting the content, and so making sure that you follow that is going to set you up for success, right? Because sometimes a topic is going to be so dense that I'm going to need to spill over several videos. And if you kind of pick up at video 3 of that content, chapter 3 of the content, you're going to be lost. So you need to make sure that you're starting at that very first video, and just making sure that you're getting all the fundamentals before we build on that topic in later videos. So just making sure that you're going in the order. Also, this might work for you, this might not, but I'm just going to put it out there as a recommendation, taking notes on the videos and just writing down the high notes, the key points, the things that you find are the most essential that I'm saying, and then going back and reviewing those, just so that can better allow you to internalize the information, because at the end of the day, you're wanting to make sure that you understand everything and that you are just able to keep it all in your memory and really are able to apply it later on. And I also think that by taking notes on the things that I'm saying, you can also kind of reflect after you finish my video, kind of reflect on your life and see, okay, this is what I learned today. How am I going to apply this information? Apply is a really, key word here that you're going to hear me bringing up in like every single video. How am I going to apply the information that Mackenzie shared with me in my life? How am I going to change what I'm doing, change the habits that I'm in so that I can, better myself academically, better myself as a person, and just kind of incorporate all the advice and all the strategies and all the tips that Mackenzie's sharing with me into my life, into my, daily grind, right? The last thing that I want, well, not the last thing, but another thing that I want to say is making sure that while YouTube is my main resource, my main forum to give content, I also have a website, maxschoolprep.com, and so also going and checking that out, and you'll have the opportunity to read through blogs, and also sometimes in written form, people better internalize the information. So I'll kind of be revisiting some topics that I find are really important. All of them are important, but kind of revisiting certain topics and kind of expanding on them with more examples and kind of bringing in my own personal experience in those blogs, just to, better help you process and absorb the information. And then I also want to say another way, a final way to just make sure that you're really reaping the most benefit from Mac School Prep is by taking advantage of webinars. And so you will know about them when I hold them, but those webinars can really serve as awesome opportunities for you to ask me questions that specifically apply to you, because just having the opportunity to have live dialogue with me is always cool. And so I'll be available right then and there during that webinar for you to ask anything that comes to mind, get clarification on something, or anything like that. So I hope that all of this was beneficial and got you a little bit more excited about Mac School Prep if you were still kind of feeling a little on the fence with the last video. So this is kind of solidifying the fact that I really am serious about my channel and the information that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, and I kind of have it all mapped out in my head, and I just can't wait to just continue sharing all this information with you. And I want to say I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and I want you to remember that, like we talked about in the last video, according to Daniela Pierre-Bravo, you are the only person that can change your course. And so now that, moving forward, what I want you to start doing is just thinking about how can I apply, implement, whatever word sticks, the information that I'm learning, the knowledge that I'm gaining to my own life, so that I not only can make a difference in my life, but also, ultimately better my future. So with that said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.